Hey friends, today is day 19 of 30 bags in 30 days, and today we are going to work on the top of my cabinet over top of my stove. And I don't think this is going to be quite as long of a video as yesterday, but who knows, I like to chat, so it could be long. I don't know, but I don't think that I'm going to have a whole lot to get rid of, but we shall see. I might have a couple items. It is quite dusty up there, so there might be a little bit of cleaning. But yeah, we're just gonna see what's up there and do another show and tell and see how things go from there. But today's 19 and let's hop to it. Here's the before. Honestly, I don't expect it to look much better or much different after. First thing I want to show you guys that came down from the top of the cabinet up here is this little froggy. Isn't it adorable? This frog is actually a little planter. It came from Michael's granny. On this side, it doesn't have the flowers and stuff, but on this side, it has flowers, which I think is super cute, and it is a McCoy. And it says USA down here, McCoy right there. This was Michael's granny's, and I am kind of, if you can't tell, I'm kind of quirky. So this is right up my alley. I love frogs. I love like turtles and terrapins. And salamanders, and a little red spotted newt is my favorite thing on this planet. It's a little bit odd, but anyhow, I really like my frog, and I've had this up there for quite some time, but I decided since I moved those coal lamps on the last video over to the top of this cabinet, I may put this one over top of my pantry cabinet with some of my flowers that I have over there, just to change up some of the decorations a little bit, because I want to look at this one a little bit more, and value it a little bit more than I usually do. And I just really like this. So here's my frog. And the only, well, it has a couple minor defects. It has a little teeny tiny chip right here on the toe. And then I think it has one right here on the bottom. It has one on the lip. Yeah, there's one on its lip right there. But yeah, it is in really good condition to be an older piece, and I love it. So that's the first one. I'm kind of in a backward situation here compared to the way I was sitting yesterday. And then I might have to turn it around, but if I do, the light might be backwards on the camera here. So then this is a bell pepper, if you can't tell. And it is like a cookie jar. Here's the top. And here's the inside. And this is my brother's, and it is also a McCoy. And here it says 157 McCoy LCC USA. This is my brother's bell pepper. And so it definitely won't be going anywhere. It will stay right here, and it will go back on top where it belongs. The third piece, this, I washed it, so it's got a little water on it. Is because things like, as you can see from the video, were quite dusty. it has 2 flowers on this side and then 1 on this side. And this little picture, my sister-in-law found, when she was living up here in a similar place to where Michael found that glass milk jar. And she dug it up out of the ground and cleaned it up. And I guess somebody had thrown it away. And she dug it up and had cleaned it up. And it actually was either my grandmother's or my great-grandmother's. It has a couple chips right here. But she kept it. And now she has passed away. My sister-in-law has. And it's here at my house now. So, I love it. My sister-in-law practically raised me, her and my brother, and, well, you couldn't pry this out of my hands. There's no amount of money in this world that I would take for this. So, yeah, this is hers. And then I have one more piece in this round that I will show you guys. Well, it's actually 4 pieces in one. Now, this set I'm not as crazy about. And personally, if it wasn't for like family ties to the items, I would let this set go. But Michael has connection with these items. These were his mom's. Now, not that his mom is sentimental about these, because when she recently moved, she moved a couple counties away from where she had lived previously. She was going to leave these in her house just for whoever bought it could have them. It's like a picture. Now, I don't know if it has any actual markings. It tells what kind they are, but it's the real deal though. It's not like fake. It has the grapes and the grapevines, and it's kind of iridescent. But this is not particularly my style. And then it has 3 of the cups, the little goblets with it. And so I had those up here, but Michael's mom had this set his entire life, but she wasn't particularly attached to it, so she was just going to leave it. And so when we were helping her move, Michael was like, "Ain't you going to take this?" And she was like, "No, I think I'm just going to leave it. Whoever moves in can have it." And so then he wanted to, well, first I said, well, my mom might like it, so maybe we would take it to her. And then, so we brought it home and I cleaned it up and stuff. And he was like, I think he kind of wanted it too, but he just didn't want to say. So then when I mentioned giving it to Mom, he kind of never said no, but I think he's pretty attached to it. So this will stay until Michael's ready to let go of it. But it's not particularly my style. But it's not hurting anything being here. And if he loves it, it can stay. Because this is not just my house. This is his house too. And he remembers this from his childhood. And he has sentimental attachment to it. The next item I have here is just a little crock that has holes on each side. I would assume it had at one point a lid that went here and then had a metal thing. It actually doesn't go through into the inside. The hole is only just about halfway through. I'm sure it kind of had a lid here that popped over and held the lid in place. I mean, a wire here that popped over and held the lid in place. It doesn't have that now. It doesn't have any markings on the bottom, but this belonged to my great aunt. It was my dad's uncle's wife, and her daughter gave it to me after she passed, and it means a lot to me. And so this one I will keep forever, as well as this was also one of her pieces, this bowl, which is absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite pieces. I just love the designs on it. Very Aztec. And then, I guess that's the appropriate way to describe that. Then here on the inside, it's got the rings. And then, here's the inside of the bowl. And the sides has the design all the way around. And then the bottom doesn't have any markings on it either. But it is very beautiful, and it is one of my favorites. But as you can see, like I said yesterday in my video, I have a lot of brown. And so with the house naturally having a lot of brown, and then already having a lot of brown pieces, I'm really looking for pieces that are other colors besides brown. But that's okay. Now this piece is actually made by a family friend. It kind of has a chip in it. How did it get a chip? I'm not sure how it got a chip in it. Maybe it's always been there and I didn't notice it, but somehow it has been chipped right there. But he puts his little signature down here, and it was made out of clay that was locally sourced in this area, underneath the building that is kind of like a historical building here in the area. And a local man who's a friend of ours made it and glazed it when he's just now learning to, well, this was when he was just learning. He's been doing it quite a while now, learning to make pottery. So I bought this off of him, and I'm planning on keeping that one. And still don't know how it got chipped, or if it was like that when I got it and I didn't notice it, but that's okay. And then this one, I got this one at a little thrift shop, and this cup is I just like the way the handle is made. It's quite unique. It's kind of like a square type handle on the inside. The way it feels, it's not smooth. It's actually not, I mean, your fingers fit perfectly in it. It's like a perfect cup that you would have in a diner maybe, but it's not very smooth. It's not like it's not a comfort cup, but it's a good handle, but it's not comfort, if that makes sense. And I like the blue on it at the bottom, but the most of it is just plain. And here's the inside. But I just really liked the handle on this one. But what I found neat about it, the reason I even bought it, it was just like 50 cents at a thrift shop, was the bottom. And it says RRP Co. And it says USA. Then it says Roseville, Ohio. So, and it actually has a crack in it somewhere. Right in here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a crack in it all the way down in it. So you couldn't like drink out of this. It could never be used to drink out of. It would have to just be like a pen used to hold pencils or something like that. I really do like how the paint is on this. But I think I'm going to let this one go because I have too much. And I really want more color. And this one only has color at the bottom. And I want the pieces that I have to be pieces that I genuinely love. I like this one. I don't love it. So I think I am going to let this one go. I'm going to put it on my Buy Nothing group and see if someone would like to have it as like a pencil holder or something like that. I will let them know that it is cracked. That is just a decorative piece. And now the other one I bought at the same place I bought this one. I think I paid maybe a quarter for this one, maybe 50 cents. It says Japan on the bottom. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see. Come on, focus. Anyway, it says Japan, and the design on this is so pretty, and the blue is so pretty, but it's so tiny that I would never practically use this. I mean, like, there's no practical use for it. I like how that, like, there was a set probably and you could stack these. I like the little flowers that's on it. That's so cute. But I mean, I just have the one. What am I going to do with it? I'm never going to drink out of this. Like, I'm never going to, it's not big enough to put pencils in. I mean, I could possibly put jewelry down in it, but then you're going to have to dig through this cup to find jewelry. I don't think that's practical. And I don't even have that much jewelry. I don't know. I don't have a practical use for it. I've not used it the entire time I've had it, and I've had it a couple years. I've enjoyed looking at it. I do like it. It's very pretty. But I don't love it, and I need to just let it go. Because it's just taking up space, and I don't really have a use for it. Even though I sort of am second guessing myself on this one, but there's a million cups in this world, and I would rather. And this one isn't even really like real like handmade pottery. This one is more like, I don't know, like a manufactured cup, like it was manufactured in Japan. I'm sure this is not handmade by a craftsman, and I would rather have pieces that are handmade, ideally by someone local here. And there are lots of pieces in local shops that I would like to have for like my birthday or, any celebration. And in order to have those, I have to have room for those, right? So I can let this one go. All right. Now, 2 more pieces and then we're done. This one is just a little tea kettle. It's got a wood handle and a wood top on it. There's nothing really special about this as far as its make or anything that I know of. I just know that my mom gave it to me, and I just like it. And I don't think I'm going to put it back up on top of the cabinet, because it collects so much dust and grease sticks to it easily, and then you have to take a scouring pad and try to get it off. I think I'm just going to put it in the cabinet and reach for it if I need a kettle, which I really have. I don't think I've ever used this even once. So I just appreciate it. I like it, and my mom gave it to me, so I will hang on to this for now, unless I find one that's cast iron that I like better, then I would get that. But for now, I think that I will keep this one. And if I was to get rid of it, I would offer it back to my mom, of course, before I got away to somebody. But yeah, I'm just not going to put it up on top of the cabinet. And the last piece, which I think you guys are going to appreciate, because it's quite quirky, but it's very much up my alley, is this goose. Swan, whatever you want to call her. It is made by Hull. And when I seen this, there's actually another one that was with it, but I didn't need both of them. The other one was quite small. It was like about this big. And I hated to break up the set, but I didn't need both of them. And I packed this thing around for like, I don't know, maybe an hour while we were in that store shopping, looking at different, vendors, booths and stuff. And Michael was like, I don't know if I want it or not. And he's like, you want it or you wouldn't have packed it around this long. And I only paid like $5 for this thing, which was a fantastic deal compared to the prices that you would find this online. But look at her. Look at her little eyelashes. I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's got the prettiest little eyelashes. Yeah, you can see them on that side. You can probably see them better on this side. Look at them. Oh, I love them. And then look at her little feathers, her little toe feathers. So cute. And then here is the bottom. It says Hull USA 23. So yeah, I just love her. I have seen this exact one on YouTube before, and somebody had planted some flowers in it, and I think that would be cute. But here's the thing: if the dirt and stuff somehow hurt her, I would be so mad at myself because I like her that much. So I'll just keep her as a decoration, and unless I could find a way to put a liner in here somehow that would keep her from getting damaged. But yeah, I'll just keep her. She's my pretty. Oh, she's my play pretty, as my dad would say. That's what he always used to say about kids' toys. He'd say that, you know, that one of the kids would want their play pretty. So she's my play pretty. That's it, guys. That's all the stuff I have. So, I guess these two are the whopping declutter for this side of the cabinet. Once I get everything back up there, I will show you what it looks like. Here we go. This is what it looks like now. There we go. And here's the frog. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. It's time to scoot, little newt.